Welcome back, everybody. We are going to watch a Zions Direct profile on a book right here in Salt Lake.
On a book?
Let me try that again.
Would it be a bookstore?
A bookstore. There you go. Tell us about Sam Weller Books.
Sam Weller Books is just a wonderful, wonderful bookstore, and they feature so many different kind of out of print stuff. They've got a classic collection. It is just a cool spot. And
I love how you're always introducing me to a new book. I don't even have to think about what I need to read next because you're already on it. You're
I'm
like
reading
my book
right
guy.
now a couple different books, but one in particular is on the Food Network.
I know. I'm excited to borrow that.
I used to work with one of the founders, Robin Leach, who from Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous, and it was really interesting to read about how the network started, and now it seems like such a no-brainer. You know, so many people watch the Food Network, and I love some of their shows.
But think about in starting out like a 24-hour food.
They didn't even have in their first studio ovens or anything. Yeah. So what happens is you'd have a counter that looked like a kitchen and actually be a fake kitchen. So you'd put something underneath the counter, pretend it was the oven, and then a production assistant 2 doors down would bring the actual casserole back in, and it's fun. But getting back to Sam Weller Books, yes, I'll tie this thing up.
Oh, well, you always do. It's a beautiful thing to watch that happen.
Yeah, we just did the big circle route. But Sam Weller Books located I've been to the one in Trolley Square, and it's just a great spot. And there's nothing, I love Amazon, but I love going to the library or a bookstore, that visceral feel of having a book in your hands. And
getting to just hang out.
Great spot just to hang out.
It is. Look at books, look at people. People watch is fun at bookstores, too.
And what's your favorite thing to do in a bookstore? Color, or do you like to read?
I think we should watch the Zions Direct thing.
Okay.
Back in 1929, reading was TV. There was radio and movies, which were starting to catch on, but at that time, books were the main form of entertainment. Just open one, and it could transport you anywhere, to any time in history, and every book was a new channel. That's when Sam Weller's opened their doors. Some 84 years later, Sam Weller's bookstore has been renamed Weller Bookworks and relocated to Trolley Square in Salt Lake City. While it was hard to leave the downtown site, they loved the new location. Owners Tony and Catherine Weller say the move was a great chance to reinvent themselves and take a fresh approach to their business. As you can imagine, the digital age has meant big changes to traditional booksellers, even a well-established operation like Weller Bookworks. Tony says they both feel a vigor in the new Weller Bookworks they haven't felt for years. They did extensive research when deciding how to change their book selection to better meet demand. They now stock e-readers and digital books too. One of the interesting trends Tony and Catherine discovered is how people are now seeking special editions of books. They'll get the regular version on their e-reader, and if they love it enough, they'll come into Weller Bookworks seeking not just the book, but the book in special packaging. And publishers are getting creative with the design of some books they offer these days. One of their aims at Weller Bookworks is to help readers become collectors, because nothing is more culturally significant than a book. Without books, we would know little about our past, and it's a way to get acquainted with great writers. Another important part of Weller Bookworks is their rare books collection. Tony has been actively involved with growing the Weller collection for years. These treasures include everything from rare LDS books to rare Americana. The rare book section is on the second floor of Weller Bookworks. A great example of what's right with Utah. For Zions Bank, I'm Chris Redgrave, speaking on business.
And welcome back. I'm so happy to be working, or we are so happy, I should say, with Zions Direct. They do a great job on these business profiles, letting us know about some businesses, big and small, that really make Utah so unique. We'll be back after the short break.